Good morning, everyone. I am Daf Baker. I'm responsible for curriculum development at Agored Cymru and specifically working with young people's engagement and supporting workforces, as Anna said, to kind of bring them along with good practice that comes from youth work. I'm delighted to be invited to the relaunch event of the New Youth Achievement Awards. And many thanks to Youth Cymru for inviting us along to this and for being the partner in producing and taking this forward. I've always been involved in youth work. There are lots of faces here I recognise today, some who have been colleagues, partners, some who have been mentors as well. So I've worked in the field of youth work for a number of years. It's included working with young people who needed support with issues such as HIV and AIDS, substance misuse, curriculum development, youth work, and now in my role in terms of qualification development and accreditation opportunities for young people as well. I'm delighted to say that this is our 10th anniversary at Agored Cymru. We've been an awarded organisation since 2009 officially to operate in Wales. Those of you who worked with Agored Cymru or then OCN Wales back in the day know that we've been operating for a lot longer, since 2009, but we have been working and producing innovation in terms of education and change as well. So in 2007, just to give you kind of a flavour of the work that we have been doing before we were an awarding body, we led on a Welsh Government accreditation project. And we were the first accreditation body across the UK to develop young people's participation learning units. The very first, and that was in conjunction with Welsh Government and again a number of partners who are here today. And we were absolutely thrilled to put those in place and support that education. It gave us the opportunity to not only encapsulate what young people's participation looks like in terms of learning, but also to embed good practice within the units themselves. And this had the effect of letting young people know what they can expect from themselves in terms of participation, but also the workforces that support them. And that's what we were finding as part of that dialogue, is that the workforces who were supporting young people weren't quite sure what to do after the consultation. And there's a feedback process, and we embedded that in there when we really tried to do so. So these things kind of flow and have a life of their own, and what it led to was the production of the first qualifications across the UK for young people's participation. The very first, and within those qualifications were built in things like your regular processes, the things that you would want young people to know, such as what's the UNCRC, United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child, how do you enact social change, how do you use social media to enact that change, as basic as how to run a meeting without it flying out of control. So those are the sorts of things that were built into this. So what this does, it kind of gives a brief insight into how we work with our partners, and we do consider you partners across Wales in terms of youth work and youth services. Youth Achievement Awards are a fruition of cross-collaboration with Youth Cymru, UK and Agored Cymru. At a time of exciting educational and curriculum development in Wales, we have the opportunity to showcase a suite of learning opportunities which support many priorities within developing curriculum and ensures that youth work is part of an integrated approach to this educational change. We're very much of the view that whilst the curriculum for Wales has a direction that it takes, we can support different workforces to collaborate to do that, and that work's happening already. And we're very pleased to be part of that. Such collaboration enables Agored Cymru to design qualifications that fit for purpose. They're led by, at the grassroots level, they're led by practitioners, they're led by young people. We get the information, which means we can put things together which will have benefit for young people and workforces in Wales. An example of this currently is that we have worked across different partnership organisations, from Natural Resources Wales to schools to youth services, to put together a learning in the outdoors qualification. A qualification that supports curriculum for life and also supports different areas of learning within that curriculum. So the Young Leaders qualifications that we're putting together, we have the Young People's Participation qualifications as part of the scoping that we did to produce the Young Leaders. We found there was a lot of overlap. A lot of things that you'd expect to see in a leadership qualification also sits in the participation awards, and quite rightly so, they should. So what it means for us is that not only will young people develop their skills and knowledge to achieve awards, but youth achievement awards themselves will sit within Young Leaders qualifications. What this means is that not only on top of the value and the worth, the learning, the knowledge and skills that are developed as part of participating in the Youth Achievement Awards, it also means that young people will get qualifications as well as part of that. So the qualifications themselves, they will carry GCSE equivalencies. And that's really important to reiterate as well. So the awards themselves gives learners the opportunity to make a difference through undertaking self-directed challenges. That's the idea. We've heard a lot about that already, some inspiring stuff as well. And this is one of the underpinning structures for emotional health and well-being, and provides the building blocks for young people to recognise and develop things like resilient skills. For example, having a meaningful purpose helps people to understand their worth and their place in the world. This is an enormous factor in the development of resilient skills and sits as one of those core functions of those skills. So providing young people with a safety net to make sense of the world, to understand their place in the world, means that it's a very important thing for them to take forward their resilient skills. It's fundamental. The support is fundamental to the Youth Achievement Awards. That support is there. Even as adults, we're allowed to make mistakes. We do make mistakes. It's what people do. But these awards allow young people to make those mistakes in a safe way, with a safety net, with the support behind them, to allow them to proceed and learn and build on the skills that they're developing. And that's a fundamental aspect of them. Just to finish with a bit of strategy. The Youth Work Strategy and the Emerging Curriculum for Wales are both supported by these awards, and provide opportunities in Welsh and English for young people to develop and make a difference in a world that can often overlook their contributions and their voice. The Youth Achievement Awards provide them with an opportunity to make that difference, to effect change, and for their voices to be heard loud and clear. Once again, we are delighted to be part of this journey, and it's a privilege for us to be involved, and we support a curriculum where the Youth Achievement Awards are, that aims high, has young people in its focus, and supports a multifaceted educational landscape for the benefit of people in Wales. Thank you.